Hey, it's Fran Sorin. I want to talk with you about how a morning routine can jumpstart your creativity. A morning routine, you're thinking, what is she talking about? Well, tell me, are you one of those folks that wakes up with your heart beating quickly, you rush to get to the door, gulping down your coffee, thinking about everything that you have to do that day, get to the office, rush to a meeting, then get on your email after the meeting, before you know it, half the morning is gone, and you haven't even gotten to the stuff that you're supposed to be doing, and you feel lousy. That was me. I know all about that until about 5 years ago, when something hit me. I was very anxious. No matter how productive I wanted to be, I wasn't productive enough. I was working, and getting nowhere. And I realized something was very, very wrong. I knew I had to make changes, and one of the changes I made was a morning routine. This is 5 steps, here they are, on what I did and how easy it is to put one together. First, make a list of everything that gives you pleasure. Let your imagination run wild. Then pare down that list to something you can do in 10 to 15 minute intervals. For example, I would love nothing more than to stay home one day, especially a rainy day, and read a great book. Well, I don't have the time, so if I do 10 minutes of reading in the morning, that really does sustain me. I can do that every day, and it makes me feel terrific. Third, commit to a time frame. In other words, make that commitment to getting up early 15 minutes a day. I suggest no more than 30 minutes to start off with, because you don't want to go heavy and add in, 4 or 5 things to do in the morning. Fourth, as I began saying just a minute ago, do bite-sized changes. What that means is you start with one behavior. I like committing to 10 to 15 minutes. So if I choose meditation as my first morning routine behavior to instill, I would do it for 10 to 15 minutes. That's it, nothing more. And keep a timer and set it. Once you put that behavior into play for 21 days, then you can add in another behavior, and believe me, you'll want to. So for example, I started with spiritual reading in the morning. After that, I went to meditation. After that, 10 minutes of journaling, and so on. And I've been doing this for a few years. So I've got some training under my belt. The most important thing is, don't open the computer. That's tip number 5. Do not open the computer under any circumstances. If you want to write, do it longhand. It's actually, I think, more fun to do that. Now, what are the benefits? Why should you even bother with this? Well, first, it will alleviate your stress, and you know how that affects your immune system. It'll help you feel centered and grounded and give you a sense of peace. You'll enter what I call the Zen zone, a state of another consciousness. And this is where creativity occurs. Your imagination, well, what can I say? When you're doing things you love, you know it. Your imagination just, boom, opens up and goes wild. And most importantly is that you will be experiencing joy every day of your life. You're going to instill that in first thing in the morning, before you get on to the other stuff you have to do. And believe me, this feeling of joy that you experience, of taking care of yourself, of being able to be your authentic self first thing in the morning, will carry through for the rest of your day. And you know, once you get going on this morning routine, you're gonna wonder how you ever lived without it. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate seeing you here. I'll be back again soon. This is Fran Sorin.